सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र स्त्रिसर्गो मृषाम् धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतम् पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। उद्धव गीता in original Bhagavatam 11th skandha 18th chapter. In Uddhava Gita, which I gave the books, in that 14th chapter, page number 202, verse number 4. तपस्तीर्थं जपोदानं पवित्राणीतराणि च नालं कुर्वन्ति तां सिद्धिं या ज्ञानकलया कृता। Lord Krishna, dealing with the topic of Bhakti Yoga, two types of bhakti we have to understand from Krishna's vision, from Lord Krishna's vision or Shastra vision. There are two types of bhakti. One is sadhana bhakti, another is sadhya bhakti. In Narada Bhakti Sutras also we saw very clearly, sadhana bhakti is that where Bhagavan is used as sadhanam. Bhagavan is a means to fulfill some other ends or goals of life. That is sadhana bhakti, otherwise known as Dvaita bhakti, otherwise known as Saguna bhakti, or you can call it as Bheda bhakti. Bheda bhakti or Saguna bhakti or Dvaita bhakti is called sadhana bhakti. That bhakti is the inferior bhakti. It is inferior devotion. If it is inferior devotion, there must be some superior devotion. That superior devotion is the second type of devotion called Sadhya Bhakti. Sadhya Bhakti is quite opposite to Sadhana Bhakti. In Sadhana Bhakti, Bhagavan is the means, goals are something else, making use of Bhagavan. But in Sadhya Bhakti, Bhagavan is the end. Bhagavan is the goal. I want to attain God. I want to know God. I want to see God. All these are Sadhya Bhakti. Advaita Bhakti. Abheda Bhakti, Nirguna Bhakti. People do not know there are two types of bhakti, Saguna Bhakti and Nirguna Bhakti. Even the people who study Bhagavad Gita also, they cannot see the hidden meaning of Lord Krishna's teaching in Bhakti Yoga, the 12th chapter of Gita. Bhagavan Krishna very clearly says that Advaita Bhakti, Abheda Bhakti, Nirguna Bhakti is the culmination. That is that Saguna Bhakti is the preparation, Nirguna Bhakti is the culmination. Saguna Bhakti is incomplete and Nirguna Bhakti is impossible without Saguna Bhakti. Saguna Bhakti is incomplete without Nirguna Bhakti. As long as you stuck up in Saguna Bhakti only, Bheda Bhakti only, Dvaita Bhakti only, Bhagavan is different, I am different, he is sitting somewhere, he is protecting me, I am his dasa, this type of bhavana, I am a jiva, he is Swami, this bhavana, differentiation of Bhagavan from oneself is Saguna Bhakti, that will not remove the sorrow of a bhakta. The total sorrow, dukkha, will go away when you come to Advaita Bhakti. Advaita Bhakti is nothing but Ishvara Jnanam is equal to their Swatma Jnanam. One has to understand who is Ishvara first. 3 topics are important in everyone's spiritual journey. What are those 3 topics? Jiva Swarupam. Who am I? I am Atma only, not body mind complex. This we come to know through Shastra. And who is Ishvara? Ishvara is also Atma. Ishvara's nature is Atma Swarupam. That is why Ishvara Jnanam is equal to Swatma Jnanam. In English we can put God realization is self-realization, or self-realization is called God realization. People do not know this. Many people, even after studying Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, Bhagavad Gita, this depth of the teaching, unless you grasp, you will end up in Dvaita Bhakti only. So what? Let me continue in Dvaita Bhakti. Let me continue in Bheda Bhakti. Let me live like a dasa to Bhagavan. It is very nice. Why I have to claim that I am God, I am Ishvara, I am Atma? Why to claim? You have to claim because as long as you have Dvaita Bhakti, after some time you will doubt your own devotion. You will doubt your own upasana, puja, what I am doing this. All these are appearing like meaningless. I am doing from decades this puja, these prayers, all these, what is meaningless like that. One day suppose that thought comes, nobody will protect you. Nobody will protect you. That thought definitely will come. What is this puja? Why I am doing? For whom I am doing? Who is God? Where is God? Because you have never addressed the problem of your intellect. Intellect is asking, who is this God? Where is this God? What is his nature? But you are suppressing your intellect, not allowing the intellect to know Ishvara Swarupam, because you are enjoying the Saguna Bhakti continuously. One day or other, your intellect will raise a question. At that time, you don't get any answer. That is why Lord Krishna's further teaching we have to grasp. Even Bhagavata is also, it is only Bhakti Grantha people think. Ramayana is also only Dharma Grantha. Like that people think. Every Grantha talks about Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam. Remember this. Every Purana Grantha, every Smriti Grantha, every Shruti Upanishad Grantha, any Grantha you take, our Shastra's aim is to give the knowledge of Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Naparaha. This is the dictum of Upanishads. It is your duty or it is your choice to come to this or not. If you come, you are fortunate. If you don't come, all the best next birth. Next birth you wait, but you cannot get peace and security in this life. That is why many people question, in spite of lot of puja, in spite of lot of bhakti, in spite of doing archana, all these things, my problems are not solved. People question Bhagavan. Why all these questions? That means you are doubting Bhagavan. What type of devotion is that? When I am doubting Bhagavan, Bhagavan's supremacy, Bhagavan's all-knowerhood, Sarvajnatvam, Sarvavyapitvam, I am questioning. Really, am I having that capacity to ask Bhagavan, to question Bhagavan? Not knowing the teaching of Bhagavan, and Bhagavan, you are questioning Bhagavan. That is why Lord Krishna, after talking about Varnashrama Dharma, and by that lifestyle one can come to this ultimate culmination of Sadhya Bhakti, he entered the topic of Bhakti Yoga from this chapter, very, very important chapter, where he talks about Sadhya Bhakti, the culmination. What Bhagavan Krishna says here, 4th verse, look into that. Tapas tirtham japodanam. All religious practices, sadhana bhakti, saguna bhakti, bheda bhakti, tapaha, austerities, upavasa, maunam, tirthayatra, tirtham, going to pilgrimages, taking dip in all rivers. Tirtha means rivers. Ganga Snanam, Krishna Snanam, Godavari Snanam, Yamuna Nadi Snanam, what not. Every Nadi Snanam you take. Japaha, doing lot of japa, chanting the name of the Lord. Then Danam, lot of charities at those places. Pavitrani, Itarani cha, and many other sacred rituals, however much you do. Nalam kurvanti tam siddhim. They cannot give that equal to jnanam. Na alam, they are not sufficient. Na alam means they are not sufficient, they are not that having that much caliber. Tam siddhim, to give that moksha. Jnana kalaya kritaya. That jnanam, atma jnanam, swatma jnanam, or Ishvara jnanam. Ishvara jnanam alone is atma jnanam. Ishvara as atma, God is real or unreal? God is real or unreal? What is this question, Swamini, you are asking? You should not ask like this, you may think. I am asking. God is real or unreal? We should not answer for that question. Then we have to put a question. What do you mean by God? You look at God as an object different from you. Then that God is unreal. No hesitation in saying that. As long as you see God as an object of your perception, God is an object of perception different from you. Shastra says, Nedam edidam upasate. What you are worshipping God is not real God. That God is Bheda, Saguna. That God is inferior God. Why? Why he is inferior? How can you say so? Shastra says, Yat yat drishyam tat tat mithya. Drishyatvat ghatavat. Yat yat drishyam, whatever is objectified by you, whatever is observed by you, that comes under object. You are the observer. The observer is Satyam, observed Drishyam is Mithya. Since your God comes under observed object, he must be Drishyam, object of perception. Once he is an object of perception, Drishyam, Mithya only, Gatavat, just like a pot. Pot, when I see, it is an object of perception. Once it is an object of perception, that is Mithya. This is the dictum of Vedanta. You try how it is Shastra's dictum. You have to study, understand. So, God as a Drishya Vastu, somewhere as an object, is unreal. Then which God is real now? God as Atma, the subject, is real, superior, Abheda. That means I, the Jivatma, Atma is Satyam, Jiva hood is real, unreal. Similarly, Ishvara hood, Ishvara Upadhi, Maya Sahitam, that Maya Sahitam Ishvara is unreal, but Atma, Paramatma, that Atma, if you see from Atma angle of God, that God is real. That God is real. Lord Krishna is telling that God is real is the Jnanam. Bhagavan is non-different from me because I am Atma. Bhagavan is also Atma. So, Bhagavan is Atma Swarupam. I, the subject, am Atma. Bhagavan is also Atma. Therefore, I am God. I am God when I say Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharira, Vyatirikta, Panchakosha, Vyatirikta, different from 3 bodies, 5 koshas, and all sense organs, Vyatirikta, Sakshi Chaitanyam, Atma, Eva Satyam. Who said? Bhagavan Krishna himself said. It is not any teachers, local teachers teaching. Bhagavan Krishna himself said, Jnani tu Atma eva me matam. That is the depth of this sloka, you see. Na alam kurvanti tam siddhim. All these tapa, tirtha, japa, danam, however much you do, they all give chitta shuddhi for you. They all prepare you for highest knowledge. They are all important. They are not useless. They are not meaningless. Understand? They are very, very important. What are all important? Japa, tirtham, snanam, tapa, danam, all are important. For what purpose? To remove the impurity of the mind, but not to remove the ignorance of the mind. Ignorance can be removed only by knowledge, that is Swatma Jnanam. You understand all these are not enough of removing ignorance. Siddhim na kurvanti. Siddhi means moksha. They cannot give moksha, they cannot give self-knowledge. Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadhanam Jnana Vihina. Shankaracharya said in Bhajagovindam, Jnana Vihinaha. If Jnanam is not there, however much you take all these rituals, dip in the Ganga water, Ganga Snanam, without knowledge, Jnana Kalaya Kritaya Tam Siddhim Na Kurvanti. What Jnanam can give, that Brahman I am, Paramatma I am, I, the Jivatma, am none other than Paramatma only. That knowledge comes after long study. Not just like that, one flash like that, it cannot come. No knowledge come like a flash. Ask your son or daughter, are they getting physics knowledge as a flash? Are they getting chemistry knowledge as a flash? Are they getting any other knowledge as a flash? No knowledge can take place as a flash. Understand? This is also like that only. Atma Jnanam also comes pauna punyena punaha punaha shravanam kuryat. Listen again and again Shastra. Asupte Amrute Kalam Nayet Vedanta Chintaya. Until the last breath, always be in Shastra, be in touch with the Shastra. That alone gives you permanent solace. Avrittihi Rasakrita Upadeshat. Vyasacharya says in Brahma Sutra also. Listening Shastra until you get this knowledge. How long to study? How long to eat? If you ask such a question, I will also ask a question. How long to eat? Lifelong you are eating. As long as you feel hungry, you have to eat. So once hunger finished, you are stopping. Like that, this jnana, what you can call jnana, hunger. That hunger has to be completed. Therefore, jnanam kalaya krita yasinthim tam na alam kurvanti. These all sadhanas cannot fulfill. Next verse, up to here we saw in the last class. Verse number 5. Tasmad jnanena sahitam ज्ञात्वा स्वात्मानमुद्धव ज्ञानविज्ञानसम्पन्नः भज मां भक्तिभावतः. Therefore, Mam Bhaja, He Uddhava. First line it is there. Swatmanam Uddhava is there. He Uddhava. Lord Krishna addressing Uddhava, not Arjuna. Okay? We are seeing Uddhava Gita. He Uddhava, Mam Bhaja. May you worship me. May you worship me. Bhakti Bhavataha. With intense devotion. Sadhya Bhakti. Not sadhana Bhakti. What is Bhagavad Gita language? Artha Bhakta to Artharthi Bhakta to Jignasu Bhakta to Jnani Bhakta. So sadhana Bhakti has to be replaced by Sadhya Bhakti. Bheda Bhakti has to be replaced by Abheda Bhakti. Saguna Bhakti has to be replaced by Nirguna Bhakti. All these are synonyms. So people do not know what is real bhakti. Real bhakti. Narada Bhakti Sutras is a fantastic book where Narada talks about this Sadhya Bhakti. Okay. Now, Tasmat, therefore. Therefore means wherefore. Since tapa, tirtham, tapa, danam, japa, all these are, even though other pavitra, sacred rituals and all cannot give that moksha siddhi, jnanam alone can give that. Therefore, tasmat jnanena sahitam jnatva swatmanam. You have to recognize Jnatva, you have to discover, you have to recognize, you have to understand. Jnanena sahitam. So, aparoksha jnanam ityarthaha. Jnana means, jnanena sahitam means vijnanam ityarthaha. Aparoksha jnana paryantam. Aparoksha jnana paryantam. After coming to Shastra, once you come to Shastra, listening to Bhagavad Gita, few books, it gives some joy, some ananda. People get stuck with that itself. So I am enjoying Shastra study. I am getting lot of ananda inside. This ananda is not the main product of Shastra study. Understand? There is a lot of change in your personality, lot of behavioral changes once you study Shastra. All these are byproducts. Never stop with all of them. Previously, cantankerous person, very, very bad person, now he has become good person. He is sober, soft person. And people think, ah, I got lot of benefit. That is only converting you from bad person to good person. The Shastra job is not over. You have to get Jnana Paryantam, Aparoksha Jnana Paryantam, never leave Shastra. As long as you have ignorance, self-ignorance, you have to continue the Shastra study. Jnatva Swatmanam Aparoksha Jnana Paryantam. Swatma means one's own self. One's own self. Swa means one's own. Atma, the self. Asupte Amrite Kalam Nayet Vedanta Chintaya means here Shastra, Guru, Ishvara, they are my prime relations, who are all relatives. Suppose you are all Vedantic students, I can say in front of all of you, I will ask you, who are all your relations? My cousin, my uncle, my aunt, here, there, they are not real relatives. They are all secondary. My real bandhu, my real friend, my real relations are Shastra, Guru, Ishvara. If you say that inside to yourself, then you are fortunate person. My prime relation is with Shastra. My prime relation is with Guru. My prime relation is with Ishvara. After these three triad relation, only other relations. Let them be there. We need not stop those relations. Grandson, granddaughter, son, daughter, daughter-in-law, all the relations, let them be there. But in the heart of the heart, inside you should feel that my prime relation before birth, after death also, I have one relation, continuous, non-stop relation, that is Bhagavan, Ishvara. Ishvara himself comes as Guru, Guru Rupena. Ishvara is none other Shastra, Shastra is none other than Ishvara, Ishvara is none other than Guru, Guru is none other than Shastra. All three of them are synonyms. Once they are synonyms to you, you are just going very fast in your spiritual journey. There is no doubt in that. Other relations, don't tell all your relatives, family members this. Okay, this is secret for you only, I am telling. Tasmat jnanena sahitam jnatva. Jnanena sahitam, why he says here? Jnanena sahitam means atma jnanam ityartha. Ishvara jnanam swatma jnanam sahitam. Jnana vijnana sampannaha, having become that jnana vijnana sampannaha, rich in Saguna Ishvara Jnanam and Nirguna Brahma Jnanam. Saguna Ishvara Jnanam is Jnanam. Nirguna Brahma Jnanam, Aham Brahmasmi. Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan is there. That is Paroksha Jnanam. But that Bhagavan is Atma, that Atma is myself. Therefore, Bhagavan is not different from me. This is called Vijnanam. Jnana Vijnana Sampannaha. Are you a Sampanna? Karodpatyana. If you have this knowledge, you can say, I am greater than Karodpati. I am greater than anyone else in this universe. What else I need? I am the richest person in the world. Sampannaha, Jnana Sampannaha. Bhajamam Bhakti Bhavataha. May you worship. Even after Jnanam also you can worship God. In Shvetashvatara Upanishad, some one mantra says, Ajivitam Trayam Sevyam Vedanto Guru Ishvaraha. Ajivitam, lifelong, you must worship Trayam Sevyam. You must serve, worship three things. What are they? Trayam Sevyam, Vedanta, scriptures, Guru, my Guru, and Ishvara. Why I have to worship them? Why I have to serve them? Ado Jnanaptaye. You have to worship them in the beginning to get Jnanam. I have to serve my Guru to get Jnanam. I have to worship Ishvara to get Jnanam. I have to study scriptures to get Jnanam. Then what? I got Jnanam. Because of Ishvara Bhakti and Guru Bhakti, Shastra Bhakti, Shastra study, I have got Jnanam. Later, should I worship Guru? Should I worship Ishvara or not? I am Atma, he is also Atma. Why to worship? No. Atma Puja you can do. Atma Puja means what here? Atmatvam girijamati sahacharaha prana shariram griham. Atma itself is Bhagavan. This Atma Chintanam itself is a puja. That is called bhaja. Bhagavan says here, Mam Bhakti Bhavataha Bhaja. Bhakti Bhavataha means Jnani Bhakti. Jnanam Bhakti Dwara Mam worship. Paschat Kritagnatva Nivrittaye. That shloka completes. Ajivitam Trayam Sevyam Vedanto Guru Ishvaraha Adau Jnanaptaye. Paschat, after knowledge, Kritagnatva Nivrittaye. Oh God, thank you. Oh Guru, thank you. Oh Shastra Mata, thank you. Because of your blessings only I have got this knowledge. Therefore, lifelong I am indebted to three of you. I worship Bhagavan. Therefore, there is no clash in worshipping Saguna Ishvara after knowledge. There is no clash in the mind. Atma, how can I worship? You can worship. Why not? Atma Puja you can do. Manasikam, Anididhyasana. Atma Chintana itself is Atma Puja. What else? Atma Chintanam itself is Atma Puja. Next verse. Verse number 6. Jnana Vijnana Yajnena Mamishtva Manamatmani Sarva Yajnapatim Mam Vai Samsiddhim Munayogaman Munayaha Agaman. Now, how to worship? Bhagavan Krishna said, Bhaja Mam, worship me. You should not take literally. Worshipping means getting flowers from the market and just archana, putting archana to Bhagavan. That alone is not the worship. That is a type of a method of worship. That's all. But real worship, Manasa Puja, Atma Puja, we have to do in this manner. Jnana Vijnana Yajnena. Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita also, Shreyan Dravyamayat Yajnat Jnana Yajna Parantapa. Jnana Yajnam is superior than any yajna, any sacrifice. Jnana Yajnam is superior. Lord Krishna said, we heard that sloka, but we have forgotten also. People are enamored by all other puja, etc., etc. They think Shastra means what? Going and sitting online class, listening Uddhava Gita. Your bhakti is reducing also. People may comment upon you. Suppose you are studying, writing notes and listening to Swamini's classes, YouTube or CDs, whatever you are doing, and you are not doing elaborate rituals, not going to temple, suppose. And your friends or relatives also may ask, after going to Vedanta class, your bhakti has reduced. They may comment. Immediately you have to say, thank you. Thank you. Why? Lord Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Shreyan Dravyamaya Yajnat, any Dravya Yajna, flowers, coconut, lemon, vetrapak, all betel leaves, with so many dravyams, people go to temple and offering to Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Sakala Kalyana Gunaganaika Nilayaha. Bhagavan is full of positive virtues. Bhagavan is not having any negative virtues. Bhagavan is free from negative. Therefore, Bhagavan is great, we think. But this is also wrong thinking. Why? Bhagavan is not having negative thinking, negatives, only positive are there. Where are the negatives? Negative must be out of Bhagavan. Think, if positive virtues are only there, Bhagavan, Sakala Kalyana Guna Ganaika Nilayaha, if you say all evil, negative is not there from Bhagavan, they are away from Bhagavan, correct, that statement seems to appear as correct. But you know what is false in that? Fallacy in that? Suppose Bhagavan is free from negative, where is this negative? Negative virtues, negative are vices, where are they? They are away from Bhagavan. Suppose they are somewhere, in some forest, some loka, they are all there. All evils, all negatives are different from Bhagavan, they are separate. That means, where Bhagavan is there, they are not there. They are separately there. When they are there, Bhagavan is not there. That means he is all pervading. Is he all pervading? Negatives, all evils are there differently from Bhagavan. That means you are as good as limiting the Bhagavan's pervasiveness. Bhagavan is here with positive virtues. According to Vishishta Advaita, they say Bhagavan is Nirguna. Means what? They say Nirguna means Sakala Kalyana Guna Ganaika Nilayaha is the meaning of Nirguna of Bhagavan, they say. All Kalyana Gunas are there. Akalyanam, Amangala Gunas are where are they? They are somewhere else. Somewhere else means Bhagavan is not there. Correct? If Bhagavan is not there, he is all pervading or less pervasive? We never think this. We are thinking we are intelligent. Now you see this statement, how fallacious. It shows our unintelligence, really speaking. Bhagavan is all pervading. All evils, negatives are also within Bhagavan only. They cannot touch Bhagavan. That is this Srishti, nature. Bhagavan, they cannot touch the Bhagavan. Even though they are there in the universe, if at all. If at all they are there, they are not separate from Bhagavan. Because Bhagavan is all pervading. That's why when we are making a statement, it must sound logical, Just like that, there are so many wrong confusions, wrong statements people does. Shreyan dravyamaya yajnat jnana yajna parantava. That's why jnana vijnana yajnena. Lord Krishna reminds us, Mam ishtva. You have to worship me. How to worship? Atmanam. Me as Atma. You have to worship. Bhagavan as Advaita Bhakti or Abheda Bhakti. Bhagavan is non-separate from me. Bhagavan is Atma alone. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Bhagavan is sitting as Atma inside me. No. Bhagavan is me, the Atma. I am Atma. Bhagavan is Atma. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Atmanam ishtva. Mam, you worship me as Atma. Bhagavan Krishna asking. He is not asking me, you worship me as Dwaraka Krishna, Vasudeva Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna teaches this much highest teaching. Yes, Bhagavan only has given the whole teaching. Where to worship that Lord? Atmani, in your antahkaranam. In your antahkaranam. Until you get this clarity, this understanding, this maturity, you worship that Bhagavan in the temple, in the puja room. You have to do that. Once you start your puja in the puja room or temple, slowly one day Bhagavan takes you to this real alayam. Deho devalaya proktaha sajivaha kevala shivaha. You understand that puja in your puja room and puja in the temple slowly brings you to this alayam, devalayam, dehalayam. Dehame alayam. Sitting as Atma Bhagavan here, who is none other than myself. That self is Bhagavan. That is why God realization is self-realization. There is no separate God realization. I have got God realization, but I have to get self-realization. No one. No, you have not got both. Self-realization and God realization both are not separate. Because God is, real God is, superior God is self only. Because you have to grow and mature, that God, Saguna Rupam, is given to you. That is why Madhusudana Saraswati says, Jnanam, until Jnanam, one has to worship Bhagavan as with the form. He says, Dvaitam Mohaya Bodhat Prak. Dvaita Bhakti is a delusion. Bodhat Prak. Before knowledge, Dvaita Bhakti is a delusion only. Bhagavan is different, I am different. Worshipping, that is Bodhat Prak. Before knowledge, Dvaita Bhakti Mohaya. It is a type of delusion. Prapte Bodhe Manishaya. Once you get knowledge, Bodha, Atma Jnanam, Prapte Bodhe. Once Bodha is Prapti. Bodha means Jnanam, Prapti is taken place. Manishaya, by self-knowledge. Manishaya. Manisha, then what? Pujartham kalpitam dvaitam. Pujartham. For the sake of puja, dvaitam is kalpitam. After knowledge also, kalpitam. All Peethadipatis are all worshipping the Lord knowingly. Pujartham kalpitam dvaitam. Advaitadapi sundaram. Madhusudana Saraswati says, Advaitadapi sundaram it is. Worshipping God in the form is beautiful. Adharam, madhuram, vadanam, madhuram. Enjoy. Beautiful Lord. It doesn't conflict our knowledge. That is the idea Lord Krishna present here indirectly. Sarvam Yajnapatim Mam. Why? Who am I? Sarva Yajnapati. Vishnu Sahasranama, this nama comes. Sarva Yajnapati. I am the Ishvara Pati, means I am that Pati of Yajna, the master of that Yajna, Sarva Yajnapati. Whatever sacrifice, whatever Yajna they perform, I am only, they are offering to me only. I am the receiver of all Yajna Phalam. Offerings I am receiving. Mam, why indeed? Samsiddhim munayaha agamayan. All sages, great munis, attained me by worshipping me in this manner. In this manner, all great munis, sages, they attained me. This is called parartham. Parartha means, artha means that inside, that which is in Sanatanam. Param means most ancient, supreme. Sanatana Lord is who is in Hridayam. That is Munayaha Agamayan Samsiddhim. So worship Atmalingam. Atmalingam bhajare, Paramatmalingam bhajare. Next verse. Tvayuddhavashrayati yasmin vidho vikaraha, yastrividho vikaraha, mayantara patati nadyapavargayoryate, janmadayosya yadasi yadami tabatasya kim syuhu, Adyantayoryadasatosti tadeva madhye. The highest philosophy Lord Krishna present in this verse. Highest philosophy means Mandukya, or any Upanishadic teaching is highest only. That he presents in this verse. In this 7th verse, very, very important verse, important teaching he gives. In Mandukya Vaitatya Prakaranam teaching, almost it comes. He Uddhava, Tvayi Uddhavashrayati. We have to split properly. He Uddhava, Trividhaha Vikaraha Tvayi Ashrayati. He Uddhava, Trividhaha Vikaraha, all products. Vikaraha means products. Here products means Shariratrayam or Prapanchatrayam or Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, Adhidaivika. Adhyatmika means body mind complex. Adhibhautika means all Panchabhutas, outside world. Adhibhautika means world. This Jagat. Adhidaivika means all Devatas, all put together. They are all Vikaraha, products. They are all products. Yasmit Yaha Trividhaha. They are all three types. Three types of three Sharirams, three worlds. Sthulasya Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, Karana Prapancha. Gross universe, subtle universe, causal universe. Total level. At the individual level, micro level, gross body, subtle body, and causal body. You can take. Or Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, Adhidaivika. All these three. So, this is the Advaita teaching he is giving. Tvayi Ashrayati. Tvayi means you the Sakshi Chaitanyam. They are resting. They are existing. Tvayi means not Uddhava, body mind complex here. Lord addressing Uddhava as the Sakshi Chaitanyam in you. They are all resting, all products. All the three lokas, three bodies, all of them, Trividaha, three types of waker, dreamer, sleeper. Waker, dreamer, sleeper. Vishwa Tejasa Prajna. Virat Hiranyagarbha Antaryami. Care of Mandukya. Waker excludes dreamer, dreamer excludes waker. Waker excludes sleeper, sleeper excludes dreamer, dreamer excludes sleeper. Vyavartakam. When waker is there, dreamer is not there. When dreamer is there, waker is not there. When dreamer is there, sleeper is not there. When sleeper is there, waker is not there. Who is that waker, sleeper, dreamer? Every one of us. Every one of us. Now you are a sleeper, waker, or a dreamer. I hope so. If you say you are a waker, thank God. Okay. Otherwise, you are not supposed to be a sleeper or a dreamer. No. From 6 to 7 p.m. So, waker excludes dreamer, dreamer excludes sleeper, sleeper excludes waker. So, all of them are Vyavartakam. But I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, I am the awareness, awarer of that Jagratavastha, Swapnavastha, Sushupti Avastha. I am the awarer, observer of all the three avasthas. I am not Vyavartakam. I am Anussotataya Vartate. I am inheres. I inhere in all three avasthas. That is the meaning. Tvayi Ashrayati. What a depth meaning is there. Lord Krishna casually says that you require Upanishadic knowledge to understand this sloka. If you have minimum 6 Upanishads knowledge, you can follow this sloka, otherwise blissfully ignore, that's all. Tvayi Ashrayati. Trividaha, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, all of them. Mayantara patati. They are all have come. Apatati. They patati means what? They appear. Mayantara. In the middle, the Nama Rupa Prapancha was not there before. After death, they don't be there. They won't be there. But in the middle, they are appearing. All Nama Rupas are appearing. Body appearing. My body, my other family members, my house, everything is appearing. madhye mayaya. That is why mind is also, world is not mind projection. Why world is my Atma projection. Maya sahitam Atma Aidi Sakshi Chaitanyam project the Vyavaharika Prapancha. Dream is projected by my mind. Dream is Pratibhasika Satyam projected by my own mind. But Vyavaharika Prapancha, mind also included in that Vyavaharika Prapancha. Mind is also projected by me, the Atma Chaitanyam. Tvayi Ashrayati. Patati Mayantara Madhye. Madhye, that is the meaning. Madhye. The last word, Tadeva Madhye. As Gaudapadacharya says in Mandukya Vaitatya Prakaranam, Adau ante cha yannasti vartamanepi tattatha vithathai sadrisha santaha avidhatha iva lakshitaha. Adau, in the beginning, ante, at the end, all these nama rupas were not there, are not going to be there. Adau ante cha yannasti. At the present, are they real? Vartamanepi tattadha. At that present time also they are not there. Vitathai sadrisha samtaha. Just they are appearing. They are not really there. But they are appearing in the middle, in the past, future, middle, present. They are appearing because of Maya. Along with Maya, I project the Vyavaharika Prapancha. I means, which I? Body mind complex? No. I means Sakshi Chaitanya. I, the Atma, with the help of Maya, I project Nama Rupa Prapancha, Vyavaharika Prapancha, Patati. Na Adihi Apavarga Yoho Yat. There is no Adi, there is no end also. Apavarga means end. There is no beginning and end to any Nama Rupa. In the middle also it is unreal. What about body? That is what we are talking. Body also, before birth it was not there. After death it is not going to be there. But now it is there, Swamini, 70 kgs, 80 kgs. No. It is a mixture of 5 elements. There is no body. What is there then? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apaha, Prithvi, Bhumi. Prithvi means Bhumi. All 5 elements put together, solidly sitting and listening to my class. What about Swamini? Swamini also. Body is an assemblage of 5 elements. Nammave mudiliya Swamini. Very difficult to swallow. Who said easy? It is difficult only. Na adi apavargayoho yat, to which there is no beginning, there is no end. Therefore, in the middle also, because of Maya, they are appearing. Janmadayo asya, janmadaya, janma, marana, vyadhi, jara, etc., etc. Asya, asya means asya vikarasya. Asya vikarasya, this vikara is there. Tava nasti. He says, kim syuhu tava? Are they, can be there with you? No. These vikaras are not there in you, the Atma. Yat ami. Ami means all these. Asau, amu, ami. Pronoun, here it is pumlinga. Asau, amu, ami. All these are not there really. Yad ami tava tasya kim syuhu. Tasya means here sakshi bhutasya, tasya vikarasya sakshi bhutasya tava. Tava means sakshi bhutasya tava. Tasya, and all these 3 vikaras, they cannot be there. You, who is the observer of all these vikaras, The observer of product is different from the products. The observer of the body product is different from the body. That is the idea presented here. Tava tasya kim syuhu means aksheparthe kim. It's not a prashna. Can they, all these vikaras, modifications, can they exist really in you, the Sakshi Chaitanya? No. They are appearing in you, the Atma Chaitanya. They are not really created. So many date of birth, date of death, and whole history is a mystery. And history means what? His story is called history. So many history and his story. So and so date to so and so date. Oh, Vandar, Ayaram, Gayaram. Ayaram, Gayaram. That is called history, his story. What about my story? Mystery. And my story is mystery, his story is history. And as long as you do not know the truth, Desha Kala, I, the Atma Chaitanya, I am free from Desha Kala. Desha Kala, they are within me. Space and time are also in me, the Atma. I am beyond time and space. I am not within time. So go on and on seeing the watch all the time. And you go on seeing the watch, you will get tension. Wearing the watch is the main cause for blood pressure. People watching the watch, every room there is a clock. Go on and on from morning to till night, watching the clock, running. I, the Atma Chaitanyam, I am the creator of the time, space, nama, rupa, prapancha. They cannot exist separate from me. Island existence, island consciousness. Highest teaching in Uddhava Gita. Beautiful. Yad ami, all these, tasya vikarasya tava sakshi bhutasya kim syuhu, they cannot be there. Adi antayoho yat asataha. You see, Adi anta, beginning and end, they are unreal. Once beginning is unreal, birth is unreal, end, death is unreal, what about middle? Between birth and death, the person is living real or real and unreal or unreal. Who says Krishna? Asatu. Asat means unreal, false, mithya. Asato asti, they are unreal, false. Tadeva madhye. Since they were false before birth, after death, madhye api tadeva, they are false. Same way, they are false. They are false. Okay, next verse. After hearing such a terse verse, Uddhava is really felt, my God, what is this teaching? Let me go to bhakti. Bhagavan says, bhakti is real, bhakti is jnanam. May you understand. But Uddhava is asking now, I will read this sloka. Introduce, 8th verse. Uddhava uvacha. Jnanam vishuddham vipulam yathaitat vairagya vijnanayutam puranam आख्याहि विश्वेश्वर विश्वमूर्ते त्वद्भक्तयोगं च महद्विमृग्यम्. Now very nice. Hey Krishna, your teaching is going above head. Now please come down little bit. Bhakti yoga. See, this type of Mandukya, whole thing is Mandukya teaching only, this 7th verse. If you have attended all my Upanishad classes, this sloka is very simple. If any one of you have not received Upanishadic teaching, little tough, okay? You will get it later slowly, but listening Upanishadic teaching. Then now Uddhava is asking, hey Krishna, oh Lord, Vishveshwara. Vishveshwara means Vishwam eva Vishwamurti. Vishwamurti means Vishwam eva murtihi yasya. Vishwam eva murtihi yasya means the universe itself is his form, universal form. Vishwamurte means upadana karanam. Bhagavan is the material cause. And Vishveshwara nimitta karanam. Vishveshwara means you are the master of this universe. Vishwamurti, whose form is Vishwam itself. Therefore, Vishwam we don't see as different from God. Clear? Vishwamurti, Vishveshwara, Uddhava is addressing. Now please, Akyahi, may you teach me what? Jnanam Vishuddham Vipulam Yathaitat. Vishuddham Jnanam Vipulam Jnanam. Please teach me. Lord Krishna is going to teach him further detailed way of teaching about bhakti. He is going to Bhakti Yogam Cha. That Bhakti Yogam he is going to talk about, by following which all great people attain that moksha. More in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.